When I arrived at the ZDA, it was clear to me from the briefs that I got from our Minister of Trade, Industry and Commerce, from the chair of the board, that we had some very important work to do at the ZDA in terms of reprofiling it, in terms of levering up its image and its ability to deliver on its mandate. What was wonderful that I discovered as I got to ZDA was that, unbeknown to me, a wonderful organization from the International Trade Center were actually starting to work with the ZDA with the objective of making an assessment of the current situation in the ZDA at various operational levels and coming up with a new profile to increase the performance and the image of the ZDA. So it was a wonderful coincidence that as I arrived at the ZDA, we had ITC working with us. I inherited an organization which was a product of 5 different organizations. And so it was important that we set about to harmonize, the various groupings and to break down the silos so that the teams could work with a single purpose and with focus. And this is where the ITC effort comes in, because the first thing they did was to undertake a benchmarking exercise, to assess the situation at the ZDA. And they went on to develop, I think in the language of the ITC, an AIMS program, which means first they make an assessment, and then they develop an improvement roadmap, and then they measure the implementation and the effectiveness. I believe that's what that AIM stands for. We are now on the second letter, which is improvement. And so we walked through the various needs of the ZDA as identified by the SWOT analysis. And those that were weaknesses, we developed them into challenges to convert them, to move from the weaknesses to positive developments. And those that were already strengths, we build upon those strengths as well. And that's what the exercise was about. And then in the latter part, we now begin to develop the measurement process. What will be the goals we want to achieve? What will be the timelines during which we want to achieve these goals? How do we know that we are attaining the goals? So you had to put in place an M&E program, measuring and evaluation. And I think that we, under the guidance and facilitation of the team here at ITC, I think they've done an outstanding job. What we've done is to develop a new roadmap for performance improvement. And I want to tell you that it's been an extremely enriching experience. And I'm very grateful to the quality of the staff that you have here at the ITC. They are obviously very good at what they do. And they've been able to facilitate us and guide us up to the point where we've produced a document which I think will be a live document to enable us drive the ZDA to a new level in the next 2 years. What I did, I established for the first time in the 10-year history of the ZDA, an executive committee. And at the moment, the executive committee meets once a month, at which the various directors we meet together to look at the activities that are going on, the challenges, the hurdles that are being faced. And for the first time, the individual directors have been able to know and to understand what is happening in the other divisions, you know, and also to understand that they are a part of one system, you know, like a chain on a bicycle. You know, every link on that chain is important. And if one link on the chain is not working well, the whole system breaks down. So they're beginning to understand this, which I think is a wonderful start. Definitely. In fact, not just TPOs. I mean, the systems that they have developed, the methodologies that they have developed, would be very useful, very ideal to any corporate entity which is keen on delivering on their mandate.